and welcome to the Anointed Body Cleanse and Heal the Aloe Vera Juice monthly Zoom session. Thanks for joining us tonight. Our Zoom meetings occur every 2 months on the second Fridays at 8 p.m. The next meeting will be held on September 13th, 2024. If you have questions, you can submit them in advance by going to abch.avjuice@gmail.com or call 202-556-3181 and leave a message. If you are calling on Zoom, use the reaction button to raise your hand to ask the question, or you can use the chat box to submit your questions. To unmute, click the mute button again. To mute, click the button again. If you are calling on the phone, you hit *6 to unmute and *9 to raise your hand. We will have a word of inspiration from our team member, Barbara.
All right. Thank you, Miss Donna. Well, tonight we're coming together to embrace the profound healing properties of nature, specifically the wonders of the aloe vera plant and what it does. If you all don't know, for centuries, aloe vera has been noted for its ability to cleanse, to nourish, and heal the body, bringing our bodies back to a natural and balanced state. Tonight, we just want to recognize the power of the natural remedies and the incredible capacity of our bodies to heal when we have given the right support. With aloe vera, with its rich blends of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, offers are kind of like soothing and rejuvenating as we, drink it on the outside and also on the inside, as we even put on the topical or apply the topical on us. And as we embark on this anointed body cleanse and healing, I just hope that during this session that we take a moment to reflect on the journey of our healing. Whether you are here to seek relief from an illness or aiming to restore your body natural harmony, or simply wishing to nourish your spirit, know that you are in the right place here with us tonight. I want to also just say that the calming essence of aloe vera, especially when you put it all over your body with the topical, the cleansing, as it takes away the toxin and the tension of things that we go through in our daily life. You can feel its cooling touch. You can feel it that it's getting to your skin and remind of the gentle yet powerful healing that both the juice and the topical give us. So with that being said, I hope that tonight that as we talk about the spirit of hope, healing, and renewal, that we continue to support one another and share our stories of transformation and how the healing energies that aloe vera, bring to us, and that we also trust in the process and believe in the natural wisdom of our bodies. So may this session tonight bring that peace and restoration. And thank you for being here. And thank you all for allowing me to give you guys that inspiration. Back over to you, Donna, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Barbara. So we wanted to remind everyone that Miss Rebecca will be on vacation, a much needed vacation, from August the 7th through the 16th, 2024. For those who pick up locally in the DMV at Ward 8 Farmers Market, the last pickup day will be August the 3rd, with pickups resuming on Saturday, August 17th, 2024. Please place your online orders by August the 5th. Let's all wish Rebecca a happy and safe vacation. She is well overdue and deserving of it. Yes, thank you, Miss Rebecca. So we're gonna just have like an open forum. I know it's not a lot of us on here. We're gonna be working on that, getting more people on. And anyone that you all would like to share this information with that's used the aloe vera, we would appreciate, you sharing it with them, or just bring them on if they haven't used it so they can learn about this amazing product. So once again, this is an open forum for you all to maybe share your testimonials or to just share your thoughts about the aloe vera juice. So don't everybody go at one time.
But this is Barbara. I would I like to kind of like if we can come up with some creative ideas on how we can bring more um, folks to our session. I think these sessions are, as I said earlier, are very, energizing and rejuvenating, and also that we're sharing with one another about aloe vera and how it has transformed us and how it continues to do great things. I really don't want to see us not staying together and being together because it's so powerful when we are together. I really enjoy being here and seeing you all, and also hearing, the testimonials that folks do bring to this session.
Let me just say, I think I can help, and here is how. Every Saturday, I have this huge list of orders that I deliver, and a lot of these people aren't aware that we're having this. So what I'm going to do starting tomorrow, I'm going to have them provide their email addresses and phone numbers, because a lot of people are interested. They just aren't aware that it exists. When I tell them, they say, oh, I would love to be a part of that, but not having the information make it impossible for us to reach them. So starting tomorrow, I will take a list, a document with me so they can put their name, phone number, and email address on it. And that will definitely make a difference. And the reason I say that, after the market tomorrow, I have this seminar with about, I was told it's going to be about 20 people. They're senior citizens. And what has happened, they're on this medication and it's not improving them. They're getting sick and tired of taking it, but they're afraid not to take it because they don't know how it would impact their health. And at this point, economically, they can't really afford to take it. So one of the members of that group took the aloe vera, and she's having a seminar at her house. And she asked me, would I come and do a presentation for her and, bring samples so that they can see that there is an alternative way of improving your health. And I agreed to do it. So I will have two lists tomorrow, the one from Ward 8 Market and the one from this seminar that I have to go to after the market. So that should definitely increase the number of people that you will find on here. Now, I can provide the information, whether they're coming or not. I can't guarantee that, but I can provide you that. I can give you additional names. In addition to that, there's this young lady that has this health and wellness program, and she asked me, would I do the same for her? She's trying to schedule it. I'm not sure what date it would be, but I will do the same thing with her event. I will make sure I get names, email addresses, and phone numbers. What I'm finding, as we, in between our meetings, is that there's a lot of sick people. And these people don't know what to do, don't know where to go. And one person will tell another, and that's how they end up finding out about the product. And I'll give you a perfect example. There was this nurse that someone told her she had this extensive cough she couldn't get rid of. And so she had it for about 8 months, and they kept giving her medication and it couldn't get rid of it. So one of the customers was a friend of hers, told her about it. She took it and she was amazed that it got rid of this cough. The cough is gone. One of her colleagues that she worked with in her early 50s ended up with MS. And the young woman was very upset because of the fact that she was down to riding a scooter for mobility. And she did not want to be on the scooter. So she kept fighting, trying to resist using the scooter. But it got to the point where she had to succumb to the scooter because her mobility had gotten bad. So the lady told her, I think I can help you. I want you to try something. And she gave her colleague the aloe vera juice. And she said within 3 days, that woman was off that scooter walking. And what's amazing to me is when she realized that it was helping her, she only had a small portion of it, I think like a quart or something. Well, because she knew she was getting help, she stopped taking the dosage that she was supposed to because she didn't want to run out. So she reduced the dosage so she would make sure she continued to walk. And I'm finding that's the case in a lot of people. Instead of, when you get low, you can't, you don't reduce what you're taking because it becomes less effective. So they call me, I guess because they are nurses, so they work late at night. So they call me about, I guess, midnight. And the woman apologized, but she said, listen, I am up walking and I don't want to go back to a scooter. If you could assure me I could buy this stuff, I will be glad to make a purchase. How soon can I get it? Because I'm down to a teaspoonful now. And once I take that teaspoonful, I won't have anything left. So I worked it out. We got it to her. She's drinking it. She's off the scooter. And she's finding that her arms and legs are more flexible. She can use them now, and she's put her scooter to the side. She's very excited. She's telling other people that she knows that has health problems. And the lady that told her has told a lot of people. As a matter of fact, some of the people I'll be going to tomorrow are aware of it because these two people have shared their testimonies. So it's amazing, that help is at hand, but if you don't know it's there, you can't have access to it. And they're so excited that they don't know what to do with themselves because when they see progress, they know that's hope. And so these are some of the ways that I will be able to help add to this process because I get the calls all the time. I go to these meetings, I go to the farmers market to help. So hopefully that will increase it, because the need is there and the people are there, but the information isn't available to them. So we have to try and make it available, and people are telling other people. So hopefully that will help. Okay.
Miss Rebecca, this is Barbara here. I'm actually creating a list for you right now that has name, cell number or contact number and email address. It'll be printed all out for you. You'll have it.
Okay. Yeah, just send it to me.
Yes.
And not only that, just to tell you, I had a visit with Barbara's mother.
Oh yeah.
And it was quite interesting because Barbara's mother have been fighting ever since she got this vaccine, and she's been fighting, trying to restore her health. So Barbara kept telling me about it. So finally I said to Barbara, let's, try to get her to drink the aloe vera juice. And we talked to her. I spoke to her about 3 times on the phone. She reassured me, no, it's going to work out, all of this. And so it got to the point where her condition kept getting worse. So Barbara got real concerned. So Barbara and I talked. So I said, listen, give me her address. I'm coming over there, and we're going to make sure that we solve this problem. Barbara gave me her mother's address. I drove over there, met with her mother, a very sweet lady, and she fought to the bitter end. And I sat next to her and I said, listen, let me just explain something to you. I said, you are not well, and you are wanting to get well. Now, this is up to you. I'm going to help you if you let me. I can't help you if you stand in the way. But here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you something, and I promise you, if you drink it, I guarantee you, and I put my life on this, that it's going to help you. She kept saying, no, because the doctor said. I said, I know. That's what the doctor said, but you didn't check with the real doctor yet. You need to check with the real doctor. And I know that you know him. If you know him, you trust him, you believe in him, you have faith in him, then try him. Just like you trust the doctor, you have to learn to trust God. So I battled back and forth with her. So she said, okay, I'll try it. And guess what? Up to this day, she is drinking the aloe vera. And what's interesting, the condition she has, it's very similar to cancer. And when she started drinking the aloe vera, she had to go back to the hospital and for another issue, but she was still drinking the aloe vera while she was in the hospital, and they could see this extra protein that's being produced from these vaccines. They could see it coming out. So she said to Barbara, what is this black stuff?
That's
So
right.
Barbara called me, and I said to Barbara, I said, you tell her the aloe vera is flushing it out of her system. And she understands now that you have to trust God. You have to believe in what he says, and you have to do it. And it works. And so now she's faithfully drinking her aloe vera, and she's getting better. So for people who have doubt, you've got to basically hold their hand in some instances to get them from a point where their fears will prevent them from getting the help they need to improve their health and their lives. Because the help is here, you just have to be able to receive it. So now Barbara's mother is taking it and she's doing better.
And may I add something to that?
Sure.
I wanted to add a couple of things. My mom is very fragile. I mean, and I will share that she's only 84 pounds. They had wrote her off 2 Saturdays ago. And, with her with Miss Rebecca coming and visit her and getting Mama to to kind of like give in and do the aloe vera. And I watch her. I'm over there with her almost every night. She takes and makes sure that aloe vera is there because she knows the medication that they were giving her, and then they're giving her more medication. She knows that that aloe vera is helping her to get stronger. And not only that, she has a fractured hip. And for a woman that at that size and a fractured hip that is getting up, still walking and enduring the pain, she knows that it's God in that aloe vera. So she just thanks Miss Rebecca every day I come over there to see her. She calls her, I think she calls her, she gives her a name, the lady with the box. I think she said, you come in the box with her or something like that. And it's so funny, so, and she just loves it. But she is, like I said, the hospital wrote her off. They said it was nothing more they can do for her. And only thing at this point, like you said, was just making it comfortable. But she is so strong. She's a tough lady, very tough. And again, I just love Miss Rebecca and thank her. You just don't know how much you have encouraged my family and me to know that she's, we still have her another day, and hope we'll continue to have her many more days.
Miss Peggy, you had a question? You had your hand raised.
Oh, me?
Yes, good evening, everybody. Hi, Miss Rebecca.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I wanted to ask a question regarding a contact email or phone number that can emails can be text to. Of course, I'm in North Carolina, so I get a lot of interest, people talking about different things, and so once I purchase, I generally give people some to try. That are dealing with a lot of or any form of comorbidity, or even just talking about prevention, which is the main reason why I'm taking it, to keep anything from attaching. So I wanted to find out if there was an email address that can be sent to someone administratively to add their emails to the list from down here. And so basically the same thing Miss Rebecca was saying, that with people, the ones that I've purchased for or given to, then I don't have I'll have to forward the email address to them, which I just started doing with the person that I just got some for this round. So is there a email address that I can forward their contact email to, so that they will have access to the Zoom meetings for more questions and stuff like that?
Oh, you want it for the Zoom meetings?
For the Zoom meetings, yeah, because for the placing the order, that's already on the information, right?
Oh, I
And
just put the Gmail account in the chat, but you need the
okay, yeah, so I can send it to, so you have to send their information to whoever's doing the
Okay, got
administrative
you.
part.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
So Donna, is that the information we just sent you, or we can pull that out and just set it into put it into the chat? Could we do that? You're mute. We can't hear you, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did the abch.avjuice@gmail.com.
Okay. Miss Peggy, did you get that email? You see that in the chat?
yes, I'm getting it now. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome. Someone else, Miss Carol, has her hand raised.
Hi, I just want to, my next project is the head with the aloe. So a couple of days ago, I went and bought one of those real tiny refrigerators, like I think it's $29. I mean, they're real tiny and they weigh maybe 2 pounds. So the purpose is I kept failing to keep putting the drops in my eyes. I would get in bed and I didn't want to get back up. So I got the refrigerator. It sufficiently gets cold. So now I keep the little bottles next to my bed And I'm going to start that process again with my eyes because I got really fast results with my eyes. And proof to Johns Hopkins at a time, and they gave me a prescription. And by the time my prescription was finished, I started using aloe in my right eye. So when I got the prescription, the right eye, the prescription was way too strong. So I go back to Johns Hopkins and I say, "Is this prescription right?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Well, it's too strong." She checks my eyes. She said, "I've never seen this before." And she said, "Our eyesight changes throughout the day, depending on what we eat, whether we have stress, the light, dark, but never that drastic." So I said, "Let me tell you what I did." So she looks at me funny, and I said, "I start putting aloe in my eyes." She said, "I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it." So, but she had to change my prescription, and my prescription is readers now.
Wow.
So, um,
That's a
went to,
powerful testimony.
yes.
Another
Then I
one.
said, okay, it was something about that meeting that I didn't like that she refused. I said, "You don't have to believe it, but at least put it in my chart." So here I'm searching for a closer eye doctor in Northern Virginia. And I found one that's top rated, and I went to him. So he found something Johns Hopkins didn't find. He said, "In my left eye, I'm developing macular degeneration."
Mm-hmm.
And he was concerned about that. I said, "Okay, this is what I wanted to." I told him about the aloe. He put it in my chart. I told him what happened at Johns Hopkins. So I said, "Give me 30 days. And then when I come back, you can tell me whether it has changed," which was great. So I had to reschedule the appointment because I'm kind of delayed with doing things. So just got the refrigerator and I'm getting ready to travel. So I'll keep you all posted how the examination, he took pictures and everything. So this is hardcore evidence, just like Johns Hopkins. It's evidence. I have the before aloe and I have the after aloe. So with this new doctor, with the new situation, I already have it documented before aloe, and then I want to do the aloe for 30 days in my eyes, and then get checked again, and then I'll report in to Mrs. Rebecca or the next Zoom call afterwards.
That's what I'm talking about. That's being very proactive.
That was
I really like that.
my biggest roadblock was forgetting to get it and having to get back up, and because you must keep it refrigerated. But this refrigerator is so tiny it can go on a nightstand. So
Wow.
anyway, that's that's my report.
Well, thank you, Carol.
Can I speak for Antoinette because he's having problems,
Yes, please.
and I don't think she's ever gave a testimony for metastasized breast cancer.
Mm.
She had started right, and it
You're breaking
took
up.
Miss Rebecca's firm have to do this right. And so last spring, I think it was spring 2023, Johns Hopkins gave her 3 months to live.
Mm.
This is now, where are we? July 2024. She looks a million times better. Her breast is down to the regular size as the other breast. Her skin healed. Johns Hopkins did another test, I think 2 months ago. It's no longer attached to her lungs, and two of the tumors have shrunk.
Woo,
So
hallelujah.
yes, she is. I'm telling you, the people that are close to her that saw her drifting away from here, and that skin, she used to go to sleep in the middle of a conversation. She no longer does it. You can't keep up with her. She's always traveling now.
Mm. Ain't nothing
She's
but
always
God.
to a musical show. Yes. and she calls it her gin and juice.
Wow.
And she
like
said that's her partner. That's her
Wow.
that's her that's her partner for the restaurant last night. Bitter is better.
You know what? That's good. You know what? That's a good book or something to write. Bitter is
That's a
better.
nice slogan.
And what's
This-
interesting about Antoinette, I tried 3 years ago to get an Antoinette
Yeah.
to drink that.
Yeah. And you told her you could have been finished with this.
So
So she got it out.
so Antoinette wouldn't do it when that cancer started to metastasize. I met Carol for something and we saw Antoinette and all you saw was death. And I looked at Antoinette and I said to her, look at you. And she said, I'm sick. I said, Antoinette, you don't have to be sick. And she and I got into this serious dialogue. And I said, listen, I'm going to make the attempt to help you again, but you have got to listen. You have got to do it. And if you don't, you're not going to be here. It's just that simple. So I came and I made up a very strong regimen for her. She promised me she would drink it. And we had to do the topical to put on the outside of the breast so it could fight from the outside. Carol and I met her. I handed it off to her. She started drinking it. And it's amazing how it just turned her whole life around. Now Carol tells me Antoinette is going to dances. She's going to.
I have a video where she is dancing. I mean, she has a cane and she's twirling around with the cane up in the air. Oh, I wish I knew how to download it. Totally different woman.
Yes, Antoinette is interesting. And she told me, she says, anyone that needs to know how to get rid of cancer, please send them my way. So anybody that needs to know how to get rid of cancer, call Antoinette.
Yes, and the other thing, she refused chemo, but she did accept the estrogen blocker. So that's the only thing she's on, but it seems that not the chemo, it seems like the aloe is negating the side effects of the estrogen blocker. Because the side effects of the estrogen blocker is brittle bones, dryness, heat, what do you call that? Hot flashes. She's not having any of that. So I just wish she can get on here where she can give a really complete testimony. And she got rid of she doesn't do sugar. She has no fast food. She's walking that straight and narrow, and it shows.
Wow. That's definitely a testimony we would love to hear.
Yeah.
You'll have to get her on, Carol.
Yes, I'll find a way. I think what's coming to mind is well, I don't know how to do a three-way. So I have to figure this out for next time.
Oh, okay. Antoinette,
I can call. Give me her number. I can put her on my phone.
And you can pull her in on a three-way that's on this Zoom meeting?
No, she can just come phone and you all can hear. Or you can
I
just
think
call her. You can just call her and put her on speaker.
Okay, let me give you her number. So okay. I'm pretty sure she's okay with this.
Oh, no,
57
That's what I was concerned. You
two
sure?
9013.
Okay, I kind of missed the number. Can you say it again, please?
Sure. 571
Uh-huh.
2277
277
Yes, 9013.
9013. And her name again?
Antoinette.
Intranet. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, hi, is this Miss Antoinette?
Yes.
Hi, Miss Antoinette. My name is Barbara McCain, and I am actually a friend of someone that you know had asked us to call to give a testimony about what the aloe vera has done for you. Do you know who that friend is?
Either Carol and Miss Rebecca.
It's Miss Carolyn. So I have you on speaker, and everybody is listening in. So let me turn it over to you, Antoinette.
Okay, fine. I was diagnosed with stage, they didn't know at first, 3 cancer in my left breast. And I had gone to, initially when I had a mammogram, I was with a oncologist, and he had wanted me to immediately have surgery on both of my breasts and kind of remove. And I said, oh, well, I know I'm gonna leave him. So then I went to Georgetown, and they couldn't figure out what stage it was or what type. And then I left there and went to Johns Hopkins, and they figured out that it was estrogen driven, and I was in stage 4. And they wanted to do chemotherapy and radiation. I said no. So I was looking for an alternative to that. And I was doing some things, and I started with Miss Rebecca's aloe, but I wasn't taking enough of it. Then I went to Atlanta to a program in Atlanta, and they recommended that I do estrogen therapy. And so I said, okay, but I might as well do it here in the DC area. So I came back and I went to the oncologist at Johns Hopkins again. And they were acting strange, and I didn't like the interaction. So I talked to Miss Rebecca, and she was saying, well, take more of the aloe. And when I came back, my friends were all remorseful. They were saying, okay, come on, you can do it. And so I started taking more of the aloe, and I started taking 12 ounces each day, and 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. And now my friends call me to come back here. That I had something on my lung, and that disappeared. My breast had edema in it, and it was puffed up. My breast has gone down, and I'm feeling much stronger and much better once I started taking enough of the aloe and taking it consistently. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
A powerful testimony, Antoinette.
Yeah, and I'm so glad for Miss Rebecca and for the aloe, because I felt that that gave me a new leash to work on things.
All right, Miss Rebecca, any comments?
Yeah, well, Antoinette, I am happy for you, and because of you, the people in Baltimore, they come down, they order, and the gentleman that the doctor gave 6 months to live, I spoke to his brother Saturday, and the doctor can't believe that his lifespan has increased and the cancer is diminishing just like yours. it's a guy that Patty knows, and they're all using you as their testimony. And I thank you and I appreciate you because you don't realize how many people's lives you touch and you are changing. There is a gentleman that I'm meeting tomorrow. He had blood cancer and they gave him 4 months to live. And he and I talked, and I gave him a very strong regimen of the aloe. And now the doctor is seeing that the cancer is being removed from his blood. So he has to be tested every 2 weeks. And he said the last 2 weeks, the doctor said to him, this is the first time he's ever seen this type of disease being stopped and reversed. And so people are aware when they're told. And so you have been the poster child for this. And I just thank you for allowing people to talk to you about it and you share it with other people because you have definitely impacted other people's lives. So thank you very much.
I'm glad I could help him because it helped me. And and my oncologist at Sibley was, she's an African doctor. She's from Ghana. And she's more receptive to natural healing than the other oncologists were. And so she has, been very surprised at the progress that I've been making. Which was only in September of last year.
That's just amazing. And I'm just so happy for you. And just from the time you and I, spoke and you were going through the rough times and now to see you in better times is truly a blessing. It really is. So yes, and I'm happy for you and just keep going. Don't stop and don't give up because it will fight the cancer completely and get rid of it. But if you stop, it can't fight it. So you're doing a preventative now because you attacked the disease itself. Now you're preventing it from reoccurring.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing with us.
Well, I'm happy to share with anybody, and thank you for creating this product that can help so many people.
So, Miss Antoinette, I have a question for you. Are you on our email group list?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, while I have you on the line, I would like to get your email address, please, so that we can have you to join us.
Okay. My email is Harris, HARRIS, Antranet, ANNTRANETTE at gmail.com.
Okay, and is it okay that I can use this contact number, please?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. And this has been expiring. And Donna, I am not taking over. I know you're the host. I want to turn it back over to the hostess, if she has any words. Donna?
Hey. Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay, so once again, everyone, thank you all for the testimonials. And just a reminder that Miss Rebecca will be on vacation. I've just had a story I wanted to share that's funny. So every time Miss Rebecca's in Virginia, I just look for the Black people because I know that's where she is. But one day, me and Miss Rebecca I was getting some aloe from her. So this lady came out, just saw this Black lady. She's like, excuse me. She said, Miss, I see you here all the time. She said, what y'all doing? Y'all selling food? Because I'm hungry. She said, y'all got some oxtail? Me and Rebecca cracked up laughing. Oh my God, it was so funny. She said Rebecca was selling food. Y'all got some oxtail or something? Because I'm hungry. She said, so Rebecca, Miss Rebecca said, no. She said, I have aloe vera. She said, well, I probably need some of that too. But it was so funny. Me and Miss Rebecca laughed so hard. That lady came out there. She was like, y'all got some oxtail. But I always tease her and Miss Rebecca. I said, you need to get a condo out here or something, because everybody comes here. And it's good because I know for myself, when I met Miss Rebecca in 2015, I left DC government and I was going through some challenges. And just for her coming to my life, I introduced a lot of people to the aloe vera. And it's just been a blessing for everyone that's taken it. Even like I said, my 95-year-old mother, she went to Florida for her birthday. She was there for like 6 weeks. And she was like, look, tell Miss Rebecca I need my aloe because my body ain't right. I said, okay. And Miss Rebecca got it to her. So we're just all blessed. And yeah, I need to be more consistent myself because I also have some health challenges going on, but God is good and I know I'm gonna heal through it. So thank you all for joining. And like I said, Miss Rebecca will be on vacation from August 7th through the 16th. So if you're picking up from the farmers market in Ward 8, the last pickup day will be August the 3rd. She will resume Saturday, August the 17th. And your online orders must be placed by August the 5th. So once again, Ms. Rebecca, we wish you a well-deserved vacation. And I won't be calling you until you get back.
Well, actually, my mother, who's 97, my family is deciding to have this family cookout in South Carolina, and I was ordered that I must attend. So when I told them I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it, my mother got on the phone and she said, what do you mean you're not going to make it? And I said, well, I've got a couple of things. She said, I don't even want to hear that. You be here when everybody else gets here. And I don't challenge my mother. Whatever she says, I do. So that's where I'll be attending a family cookout with my mother, basically giving instructions to what we should and should not do. So, somebody that age, you follow instructions, you don't question them. So I'll be in South Carolina at a family cookout.
That's a beautiful thing, Rebecca.
Yes, yes, yes. So
beautiful, beautiful. So once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And we look forward to resuming, for those who got on late, September 13th, the second Friday of September, we will resume at 8 p.m. So we're looking forward to more people being on as we get more email addresses and contact numbers for those who are using aloe vera, because people are using, and I know people are eager to give their testimony. So we look forward to having some new people there. Miss Genevieve, you want to share? Take yourself off. Okay.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share my mom's testimony. She called me about 2 weeks ago, extremely excited. And she said, I can see. She said, no, I can really see. She said, everything is white and clear. And for some of you that don't know, my mom has been on aloe, I think now about 3 years. And she puts it in her eyes because she was diagnosed with glaucoma. And she's had it for the last 30 years. And she went through the house reading everything on the refrigerator that she normally would have to put her readers on with a magnifying glass. And she said, I can see. And she was just praising God. And she said, when you talk to Miss Rebecca, you make sure you tell her I can see. And she just started praising God. And she said, I hope this stays. She just went through the house. And then she said, I have to share something with you. She said, before I got on aloe, I thought I was going to have a knee replacement because her legs used to bother her. And I said, yes. And she said, my bones have gotten so strong. She said, now I can tell you, I've been walking around with 3-pound weights on my leg, walking through the house. And I said, 3-pound weights. And she said, yes. She said, they are strong. She said, I'm cleaned up. My mom is 79 years old. And I really got to see the effects of what aloe has done for them. We did a surprise birthday party for my dad back in February. He turned 80. And my parents walked in, and the people that were waiting, they was either on canes, they were sick, they was, just looked like, and they was giving my parents accolade of, what are you doing? And all they would do was point at me. They said, we don't have time to explain. We didn't get it from how we get it. Because she said, they're not going to order it. Well, they were right. But it just amazed me that they're 79 and 80, and people half their age or close to the age look like they were so sick. And then I shared the card with them, and I said, please get on. But I had to come to a realization that everybody's not going to jump on the bandwagon. My mom's brother, who's in the hospital now, sick, she shared aloe with him since day one. Now the doctor's given up on him. And I told my mom, I said, you can't take that to heart. That was his decision, his family's decision. And it hurts us to see family members. We've lost some that I've shared aloe that they never, got on the aloe. And it makes me wonder, if had they got on, where would they be now? Would they still be here? But I just want to share that my parents are good. My dad's doctor took him off of insulin. He said, you no longer need insulin. And my dad said, I told you, you diagnosed me with diabetes. I didn't have diabetes. I said, you didn't tell him about your aloe. He said, nope. I just told him I improved in my green food and my prayer. So they are happy, happy, happy. So I just want to share that with someone that needs a little uplifting. Thank you, Miss Rebecca.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it.
Yes.
I might get to visit with them when I'm in that area.
I just heard you said South Carolina, so I'm gonna let them know you're gonna be in town.
Yes. Yes, I am so happy. I get these kind of calls all the time. One woman was on 30 pills. She's now on 4.
Mm.
I mean, it's just amazing what God can do. But you have to be consistent. Because see, what a lot of people do, they'll take it, feel better, and stop. You can't do that. You have to be consistent. Because if you're consistent, it will work. You have to look at it this way. It can only work if you drink it. It can't work if you don't drink it.
Yep, that's true. And I have a new saying when I get ready to drink my aloe, I use a straw and I say, bitter is better.
Yeah, so that came from Antoinette, that slogan, bitter is better.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I want to share something with you. I
Some
talked
t-shirts
to,
and
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
bitter
I,
is better.
there's a guy that you're aware of, Miss Rebecca. He sent your information to the White House. To
HB.
Joe Biden. I almost choked. So I said, let me understand you correctly. Did you send the fluid? Because if you sent the fluid, there's going to be a serious investigation on you and everybody you know. Or did you send literature? He said he sent the literature. I couldn't say anything.
I
I didn't know how to come back on that. So if somebody from the White House contacts you, but he said he told them Joe Biden needs this.
but
This,
but
this
you
is
know, it's funny. Is that Carol?